everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're in the mood for a kind of a bounty hunter book that'll it didn't make me laugh, but it made me smile while also making me angry. But I think that's just because it's book 25 and I expected some things that didn't happen. It's Janet Ivanovich's Look Alive 25. It's the 25th Stephanie Plum novel. And if you don't know what that is this is a series of a very bumbling bounty hunter, Stephanie Plum, and her assistant bounty hunter, driver, but I don't know what to classify Lula as, are they get by on sheer luck and stubbornness, and a lot of help from the guys that Stephanie is kind of in a relationship, kind of not. But in this particular novel, she's always going after a couple different characters, because that's how she makes her rent, instead of moving in with the guy that has the house and the golden retriever, which, dude, why would you not move in with the guy that sometimes wants to marry you, always has a big, cute, fluffy doggy that loves you, and, he's got a house and food, and it's already paid for because he got it from his aunt in the will when she passed, and it's already paid off. So, dude, no rent and a doggy? Yeah, she might be stupid, because I would be all about that deal. It's not like y'all haven't been, messing with each other since she was 8 years old. Even though she did run him over with her dad's Buick when she was in high school. But other than that, they've pretty much been are we just dating? Are we getting married? Or are we going back to dating because you dumped me for wanting to marry you because you want your own apartment? But, so, the main one in this one is, really, they're all kind of tied together, and we get clues on that. We just don't know how until the end. But we've got this guy that was, in a rock band and is just a complete drugged up mess. And he got busted because, he didn't get some things that he needed, and so he stabbed 2 people and also used a dog for a urinal, and that's the part that even his band members are mad at him about, which, good. Humans might or might not have had it coming, but you don't abuse the doggy. He deserves worse than he's what he's gonna get for that. But, and there's also, she's supposed to go after this guy that she failed to get, who has now left the country, and essentially, in doing so, forfeited his deli that he put up as collateral. And so she has been made the new manager of this deli. Which sounds great. She can finally quit being a really bad bounty hunter. Except for all the managers go missing and only leave a single shoe as a clue. And several managers in, the cops have no freaking idea. The scene's totally clean. We just have a shoe and nobody's been seen since. And so, her cop boyfriend that she's on again, off again, maybe engaged to, they're not really friggin' sure. And her super sexy mentor that, she's like, I'm dating this guy, but you're hot, so let's make out a little bit. They can't figure out 25 books in, she doesn't know which one she's gonna hook up with, even though the sexy mentor is straight up, I was married once, I will never do it again, I am not fit for that, I like you in as much as I can, and I really want to bang you, but that's as far as it's ever gonna go. But she still acts like maybe there's something there. So he's convinced her, you're gonna go be bait now. And as always, I've got trackers all over you. Some that you know about, some that you didn't, but you'll get kidnapped and we'll find you. So she starts trying to get herself kidnapped. And this is the one book where she's actually trying to get caught by the bad guy, and she can't. Everybody around her is collateral, but somehow she manages to not get kidnapped so that she can lead them to the other victims. One of which is another one of the people that she was supposed to bring in so she can pay her rent instead of moving in with the guy with the doggy. So that tells you how stupid she is. You can't get kidnapped, and you would rather pay rent than have a doggy. Yeah. Maybe that's why it's 25 books in and several years in, and she's still essentially single, and her mom is mad at her that she hasn't given her, another grandbaby. Because, of course, mom wants another grandbaby. That is, like, her small town goal in life is as many grandbabies as possible. And it's shameful to only have them from one daughter and the other one's still single. And scandal, how can you be with a guy that you're not married with? Old school rules. They're living in sin, except for they're not usually living together. And her sometimes boyfriend's grandma is old school Sicilian and has no shame in, why is this, tramp in your car? You're tainting my grandson and trying to convince him to live in sin. Shame on you. I put the eye on you. They forgot the rest of what's usually formulaic and that I love about these books, because they are very formulaic in that Stephanie has no idea what she's doing. Lula follows her around. She says, well, I did work a corner. Talking to you to solve your first case almost got me murdered, but you kept me alive, so we are now best friends and, like, bonded for life. I have to save you, even though she also has no skills other than, what she used to do that she kept the wardrobe from. She keeps saying she's gonna start a nail business, be a model. She's gonna do all this stuff other than assistant bounty hunting, but it's never happened. But she follows her everywhere, and they get into kind of sort of shenanigans and occasionally have to, like, break a window and make fools of themselves. But we don't get to see Grandma Mazur, who, I love her. Like, if she was my grandma, oh my goodness. But it's, a book, it's somebody else's problem. So if Granny wants to cuss and go to strip joints and think she's Dirty Harry, I am down for that. She doesn't even get featured in this book. And Stephanie's car doesn't get damaged. Usually we can count on it get blown up somehow. Which, I really wanted to find out how her car was going to get blown up, and it survived the whole book. That has literally never happened. So the only growth in this book was in the wrong direction. The characters have not gotten their act together one single iota in 25 books. But we didn't get a car explosion or smashing or anything else, so. I think if this was like the second or third book, I probably would have loved it more as is. It made me smile and annoyed me at the same time. So, do with that what you will. I would still suggest reading this, but do it with the knowledge that while you're going to enjoy it, you're occasionally going to want to smack the characters. So, take that with a grain of salt and do with that what you will. And I hope this helps you find your next great read. And I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.